Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ryan from Mama's Got a Budget, and thank you so much for joining. So guys, we're back and I'm actually semi on time with this video. I wanted to do a mini mid-month check-in. So I like to try to do these videos once a month in the middle of the month, just to let you know how we're looking, if our projections are right, like how are we going, do we think that we can survive until the 31st with the numbers that we gave on the 1st, like how are we doing? So if that seems like something that's interesting to you, then go ahead and stick around and we're going to get right into it. So first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Ryan, like I said, and Mama's Got a Budget was born from me not taking my own advice. I went to school for finance and accounting, and I work in it every day with highly compensated physicians like anesthesiologists and pathologists and ER doctors, you know, things like that. And I help them out with their investments, their 401ks, do their payroll, and look at their income statement, balance sheet, give projections, and hop on conference calls and write notes on their financials, put together a financial packet. I do all the things. I'm a financial manager for them, and then I would clock out and act like I had on two left feet, like when it came to my own finances. So we decided to get it together last November, and that's where Mama's Got a Budget was born. We started from the bottom, and now we are here. We are, I think, like 4,300 subscribers. I don't know, some crazy number, right? So if you would like to join the fam, then go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. I like to post videos on like cash stuffing, budgeting. We're getting into credit scores and debt and just all types of things, money. I am a single mom of one child, and I live at home with my mom. So I feel like I'm super relatable and different from other YouTubers that do the same thing. Let's bond, girl. I'm here for you. So I'm taking everything that I know and I'm putting it into this channel. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, ask me any questions that you have down in the comments below, shoot me an email, and I also have a Shopify and Etsy shop for cash budgeting accessories that'll be linked down below. So today, like I said, we're going to get into our mini mid-month check-in. And first things first is we're going to recap on our envelope. I'm going to give you an envelope update as to where we are. I am a zero-based cash budgeter, and these are my envelopes that I have in here. These are my cash envelopes. I also have sinking fund envelopes that we don't need to get into. The only one that I use, I grabbed and I put in here actually. So let's get into it, girl. So I got a couple receipts in here. Let's see what we spent. All right, we went to Jewel, which is the grocery store, and we spent $39.10. So that came out of our grocery fund this week. And it looks like I got, what did I get even? Got some Nutri-Grain bars, some Cheetos, some chicken marsala, some mashed potatoes, some Salisbury steak, some things for lunch at work and things like that. I like Jewel. I like Jewel. Their selection, their prices are good and everything. Oh, and also if you're new here, we like to use two cameras. Sorry, I just jumped right in. I like to chat with you guys over here on my left, and then I have an overhead view so you can see what's going on. I have commitment issues. I didn't know which one to pick. I felt like it would be like kind of like a radio host. Like if I was just to pop up on screen one day, but before all you were seeing was my hands, it'd be like, ew, that's what you look like? Like, you don't look like your voice. Like, how I envisioned you would sound, you know? So I just decided just to save us all some, like, some false reality. This is my face. These are my hands. So we're showing both. My voice doesn't always sound... Oh, my God. I sound crazy. My voice doesn't always sound like this. I have a cold that I'm trying to get over right now, so I sound a little manly. But that's okay, okay? I think we'll get through it. I'm trying to push through. So that's what we used from the grocery fund. Let's get back into it. And then speaking of my cold this week, oh, I know where this goes. Speaking of my cold this week, I had to dip into my medical and dental envelope. If you saw my post on Instagram, then you would know I had to make a Target run. And yeah, this is my receipt from the Target run. $17.47. I needed some Tylenol and not ibuprofen. Tylenol and, oh, Alka-Seltzer Plus. I was like, what's ASP? Alka-Seltzer Plus, those little orange zest things that you drop into it. They taste okay, but like towards the end, like you just gotta chug it, girl. So, I mean, it helps though. And then the orange juice is always clutch. So, medical and dental for me is a sinking fund. I use this for instances like this because I was going through the medicine cabinet like when I needed something, and I noticed that everything was like children's strength. So luckily I had this envelope that I had been putting aside like $10 or $15 per paycheck. So it really came in clutch. And we still have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 103 left. So this could be used for even co-pays too coming up, because it's deductible season, you know, like you gotta pay more out of pocket and things like that. So if like a doctor's visit or over-the-counter medications that needs to be filled as a result of the doctor's visits, or if we just need to go ahead and grab something from Target really quick. So I was really lucky to have this, and I spent $17.47 from this envelope, and we still have 103 left. This little dollar that's hanging out in front, I know goes into the dining out portion. And like I said, I live with my mom, but sometimes we just don't feel like cooking, right? So this dollar goes in here, and every Friday my son and I have a treat day where if he's good throughout the week, I take him to a restaurant, and we may stop at a restaurant here or there throughout the week, but it's never like fast food, you know? You know, like the chicken nuggets, the fries, the burgers, and all that stuff. That's specifically reserved for Fridays. So we went and had Wendy's yesterday, and I thought it was going, like I had $10 left in here, and then the change portion I just go ahead and keep here in my change, and whatever change I have I just dump it in here. So we got to the window and they were like $9.63, and I was like, hold on. So I gave them a 5, 3 singles, and $1.63 in change. So I drastically lightened my change pouch right here, and I got to keep my dollar. So we're down to $1 in dining out, and we start with 45 every 2 weeks. So like I said, we'll go here or there, pick up a pizza, things like that. It's just like when you feel like being lazy. So we're left with $1 in there going into next week. Gas, we are left with $10. We still have 2 5s here. The weather is starting to warm up in Chicago. Take her to leave it. I don't know. The high was 41 degrees today. That's how I always get sick, because these drastic weather changes, and I think it's gonna snow by the end of the week. So whatever. Groceries I haven't been using a lot. Let's see, we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11 left in groceries. I feel like I'm not as tapped on groceries as I was in the past, because a lot of the stuff we're like using what we have, and the deep freezer downstairs is like a treasure trove of stuff. I find stuff down there all the time I just go ahead and put together. Me time is now used for my pedicures and nail polish. So if you guys have been with me since the beginning, I used to use this for my manis and pedis at the nail shop, right? But then I kept breaking nails, so I was like, oh my god, I need to find a way to do this myself. So I decided to do them myself, and I went to Sally's, and I filmed the video right before this one, and I'll link it in the card above, on how I do my nails at home. This is my second time doing them, and I think that they look really good. So yeah. Now the Me Time envelope is just used for pedicures and nail polish bottles. So I think that I can squeeze in, like, you know, I'll get a nail polish here or there. So I have $7 left because I had to go in and get the stuff for my nails. So I figure, okay, let me use this time, but then I still have all these tips that I can use, like the nail tips and stuff that I can still use. So that came out of there. Planning and crafting still has my $20 in it, but actually I'm going to need to take this out and take it to the bank because I actually purchased a Hobonichi Weeks planner. Yeah, I couldn't resist because it was so cute. Alright, so I got the Hobonichi Weeks planner and I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the bank. What I did was just transfer money from my savings, that automatic savings account that I have. That transfers $20 every time, and it's been doing that for years, so there's money built up in it. So when I do online purchases like that, I just pull it from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and deposit this back into the bank, and now we're down to 0 in planning and crafting. Special events, we're gonna do something special with this in the next video, in the cash stuffing video, so stay tuned for that. We still have $50 in there, BT dubs, from the women's conference that we went to that I didn't need to pay for parking for. Spending, we're doing okay. I haven't been going ham like that. So we got $15, $16, $17 left. Yeah, I haven't really been doing much with the spending. What's this from? Oh, I bought bug cake. Yeah, that's the receipt for that. Yeah, I haven't been going crazy in there. Toiletries, I did need to use. I forgot what I used it on, but they were toiletries. I remember that because I remember I was in the self-checkout line at Target. But like, you know how like you're barely paying attention, you're just looking at yourself in the camera in the self-checkout. It was one of those moments, and I don't remember what I bought, but I do remember stopping midway, using my toiletries, and then go ahead and using the spending one too. So I don't know what I did. Toys and entertainment, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 66 in there. Now, Elijah's birthday is coming up. Gotta whisper because he keeps on coming up here. He thinks it's cool that I film YouTube videos. He's like, can I have a YouTube channel? I was like, when you're 19. So his birthday is coming up next month, and I do need to go ahead and buy him something. So I'm going to take, oh no, that comes from the birthdays envelope that's in my sinking funds. That's what that's for. This is going to be for the movies. I think we're going to go to the movies for his birthday. We're just going to make it a whole day. But I'm going to use the entertainment portion of this envelope to go to the movies, if that makes sense. So I think I skipped, yeah, beauty and hair at the beginning. Beauty and hair, he gets his haircuts. And I still got 30, 40, 50. Why do I have $50 in here? Oh, because he gets it cut like every 3 weeks, but I fund it every 2 weeks. And I remember I put some extra money in here when I thought that I was going to get some makeup, when I didn't. And that's what I like about the cash, because I find it easier to talk myself down from ledges and out of situations and checking out of carts, because I know that I have like physical cash that I would have to give. Like this, like I spent the $20 on the Hobonichi, but like now it's a hassle because now I gotta go to the bank and deposit this and like move stuff around. So it really helps me be more accountable with that, because we're just not like clicking and checking out and swiping and all that stuff. So I talk myself down. That's why I have a little extra money in there. But his haircuts are $15 and I give a $5 tip. And then clothing, his father actually helped out with this last time, because I swear he grew overnight. So, and I don't think his father knows that this, I had this set to the side. So we got 20, 30, 41. I did have to buy him some new uniform pants though, that his father did not. His father bought him mostly like non-uniform clothes, you know, for like going outside and stuff, because his legs are really long. Like, and all his pants were flooded, and I felt so bad. I was like, my baby. But then he screws everything up. So, I don't know. So, all his pants were flooded, so he bought him clothes like that, and then I went ahead and bought him 2 uniform pants from there. So, yeah, guys, that is my little mini mid-month check-in with the envelopes. And I do have some notes here. What's left? So, I have video notes right here. So, I have what's left in envelopes. Win/fails. So, let's talk about my win/fails. I don't see it as a fail. Probably more of a win because I actually had it. To give was for the medical and dental envelope. Actually, let me take that out of here so I can put it back in my sinking funds categories for the next video, or I'll be looking for it. I see it mostly as a win. I mean, the cold is inconvenient, but I did have those funds in there to be able to pay for it, and it did not affect my budget whatsoever. A fail that I had was last weekend. We were getting pretty lazy again, and a lot of time had passed and we hadn't had dinner yet, and everybody in the house was hangry. And so we did go to Cheesecake Factory. I'm gonna admit it. We went to Cheesecake Factory, and no, actually we ordered it from DoorDash. Okay, DoorDash prices, they have to be higher because I doubt that it would have cost that much. And then there's the delivery fee on top of it, and then it was a whole mess. And then they forgot the cheesecake, and then they had to go back, and so then I felt bad because the girl offered to go back because I texted her like, I'm missing my 2 slices of cheesecake and my fries for my son's meal. So she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. So she went back and got it, so I felt like I had to tip her, so I added a tip to the thing. Ended up spending $81. And that wasn't in the budget. So even though we're left with $1 here and dining out, obviously DoorDash is, you pay electronically, so my American Express was hooked up to that. So I went ahead and charged it on my Amex, but I'm going to turn around and in the next video we're going to pay that off again. So it was at a 0 balance last time, then I went ahead and used it for Grubhub, so now we got to pay it back down so we can get that balance back down to 0. So I feel like it was unbudgeted and kind of a fail. It doesn't happen all the time. And I offered to do it too. It wasn't like everyone was like, why don't you buy some food? I didn't feel pressured to do it, so I offered to do it, but I know it wasn't in the budget technically, you know. Another win that I have, besides my nails, do you guys like them? I said that they looked red in the video. They still kind of do because my wallet is orange, but like when I'm not under like the studio lights, they look really orange. So I don't know, it's kind of like a weird red orange type pinky shift. I don't know. So my nails were a win. I feel like that I learned how to do them myself, or it really didn't take much, but I got the common sense to do them myself and save money that way. Also, you guys will notice, I think it's gonna be in the next vlog, I went over my coffee budget by 62 cents from my app. So I was like, crap. So I got together the change or whatever and paid. That's another reason why my wallet isn't as heavy. It's because I use change for Dunkin' for that. But I did go over in my Dunkin' app. Is at completely 0 right now. But then I also had a free drink, so that kind of like made up for it, which, you know, got me through the week. But since then, I've actually been purchasing my own coffee, and I'm going to put a picture up probably on Instagram. I just got to think of like a cute caption and shit for it of the coffee that I've been buying. It's just from Target. Both of the cold brew and the creamer are from Target, and it is pretty bomb. And I think that's going to be my new thing. I don't know. I don't want to say every day because it is good, but I don't know if I'm going to have it every day or if it'll be saving money because it is kind of expensive. Like the jug that I'm going to post is not even, probably a liter. It's not like a 2 liter. It's like a liter. And it's $10. So it's just like, I don't know. Like, am I really getting that much coffee out of it? Like if I were getting a small, like how many small coffees could I get out of it? That's what I want to know. I'd probably go to Dunkin' and ask Dunkin' lady, like, can I just have a small cup? I don't want to buy nothing, but can I just have a small cup? And just see how many cups I can get out of it, because I don't know. I don't really know if I'm saving money, but it has helped me a lot faster. like in the mornings, and I feel like I'm on the way to saving money. So if you guys want to see that in a video, like how I make my new coffee, I'll probably make that like money saving challenge number 2, or put it on the blog or something like that. Something really quick. I started doing that a few days ago. I've only been doing it for about 4 days now, so not that long, but I feel like that's a win for the month. Another win, I didn't include this in my monthly budget because I wasn't all the way oh yes I did. I didn't include it in my weekly budget, but in my monthly budget I budgeted for Shopify and Etsy orders to be able to include at my end of the month towards my debt, and we are right on track with that. Thank you guys so much again for your continued support. We're on track to be able to hit those budget numbers and make another big contribution toward debt. And I'm going to show you guys in my debt check-in for the month where we are and what happened to my credit score, because you're going to be shook. You're going to be shook, because I was shook, and I was like looking at it with one eye open one day, like real early, and I was like, what? Like, bitch, what? Crazy what just this one payment has done for my score. Oh, I'm going to be putting aside actually extra money for taxes. Thank you to you guys who let me know I should probably put aside 30% for taxes instead of 20. Yeah, I should be able to do it with this month to double the tax percentages to cover last month and then this month, and then going forward I'll do the 30%, if that makes sense. So that I can catch up. Thank you guys so much for letting me know. I told you taxes are kind of like new to me. I took tax classes, but like the ins and outs with the self-employed taxes, that's a whole new animal. That wasn't really a thing when I was in school. Supply costs, girl. Okay, so I put aside, sorry, this camera's gone. I put aside $200 for supplies. And it's already only the 16th, and I only have like $45 left, which I should be good. Like with all the things I have to do to be able to make the envelopes that I sell on Shopify and Etsy. There's supplies that go into it, and I like found myself running low on a lot of things that I thought I had more of. So we are cutting it close with that $200 budget for supplies. I don't know if this is going to be like an ongoing thing, or should I up it, or did some prices go up, because you know how the prices change sometimes on Amazon. I don't know about that, so we're going to assess that and see. So far I've used 75% of my supply budget, and I'm just like, hope we make it better. And the last thing is for my wins and fails is that I had to use my card for another electronic purchase, and that was for Elijah's headphones. They use headphones in school because they have their own personal iPads and everything, so it's on your school supply list to provide headphones, which I did last year when he was in kindergarten. I bought 2 pair. Then this year I bought him another pair in August, and he just broke another pair. So he's on his 4th pair of headphones, and they're like the over-the-ear kind for kids. So I guess he's too rough with them. So I'll take it out of his envelope and go ahead and deposit it back into his account. So it's kind of like a 3-part process, and that's why I'm staying away from these electronic purchases, because they just cause me a headache. I need to stop ordering stuff online. So yeah, guys, that is it for my mini mid-month check-in. We went over everything, my wins and fails, and I updated you on my envelope situation. I hope that this video wasn't too nasally for you. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. Again, you guys are amazeballs. And don't forget to check out my next video, which will be my monthly debt check-in, where I'm going to show you what payments I was able to make for debt and how it changed my credit score. So if you guys are interested in that, I will see you over in the next video. Bye, guys.